Hello and welcome to Tête-à-tête with Tiwa. I'm Tineke.
And I'm Wally.
And today we're going to have a discussion really about a discussion that we heard. Does that make sense? It really is about how, I don't know what it's about.
I think the question you asked was, if you were going to woo me now at this age, how would you go about it, or what would you do differently?
Would you be looking to woo someone like me at this age, maybe?
Absolutely. I'll still be wooing you when you're 90.
Sometimes there's some topics that there's no point having with Wally.
No. Seriously, I would still chase you at 90, no doubt. Shoot, I might be on crutches and stuff, but hey.
Oh my gosh. And I would not be interested.
You'd be surprised with my swag.
Your swag,
my swag.
Your attitude.
No,
so I think it's interesting because when you are younger, and maybe when you are ignorant as well, there's a certain thing you're looking for. Now, you know how people have lists of he must be tall, dark, handsome, be making this amount of money, or have the potential to make this amount of money. He should, I don't know, whatever. I mean, what? Because I think for me, and I guess we met so young that I didn't have that list that a lot of my friends had later, because we'd already met and, it wasn't really about that. But I think that it's interesting sometimes because if I knew then what I know now, would I have gone for you? That's the question.
If I knew then what I know now, would you have gone for me? Of course you would. Sorry. What would I do differently?
If you were chasing me now.
Yeah, because this is your question. If I knew then what I know now. I'd take it another way. With the you I know now, how would I?
Okay, fine.
Yeah. I don't think, you see, and this is a good thing. I think the essence of you still remains. You are still pretty much who you were then.
So I've not grown, I've not developed, I've not become more beautiful.
No, hang on, slow down. You've become and I don't even know if I can use the word a better version, because what I'm trying to say is you've matured like fine wine. It's just like saying that, because do you say that an aged wine is not the wine it was when it started? It was, but it's just aged into perfection. And no, okay, I'm not mentioning about that.
Back to that word perfection.
Sorry, okay, just aged beautifully into a better taste, perhaps. So you've evolved into a better version of
myself,
of yourself. And this, when I say better version, it's not because that version wasn't good.
Yeah. I mean,
that version was fine, but you've just gotten better. So.
And how much of that do you think is down to you? Because
well, I didn't even think about me on this.
You didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't. I because this is you. This is you. This is the essence of you. This is who you are. And I'm talking, when I say who you are, I'm talking about your core beliefs, your core values, your foundational characteristics. These things still remain, and those are the things that make you you. So if I were going to woo you now, it would still be along the same lines. Now, of course, age, increased age, I'm not saying you're older, I'm saying increased age, increased sophistication, so on and so forth. I would, so
you would change your tactics.
Yeah, slightly. When we used to do KFC around the corner.
And I would still take KFC.
No, I'm not saying you wouldn't, but
if
that
the
wouldn't.
heart was.
That's not the line I would be pursuing. It'd be something a bit more sophisticated. Do you see what I mean? So it's not. It's just because of age, time, also resources. We were doing KFC then because how much did we earn in those days? £2.75 or something like that. And now I can't remember. But yeah, you know, um, so it's still, I think it's still pretty much the same thing, because you are still who you were then. Um, um, yeah, I mean, of course, this is not without having to go into all the nitty gritty of what one needs to do, but I still think you are still that person, just a more mature, um, a, a more mature person, more mature version, more, of course, more sophisticated, um, and a broader. So,
You're calling me fat.
wow. As I was saying, uh, you know, yeah. So that sort of thing. I don't know if I've made sense there, but in my mind, I know what I'm talking about. I hope
Well,
I've
you said I
communicated
think it's
that.
interesting because obviously especially when you meet quite young, you grow together, and and that's why I said how much of that do you think is down to you? Um, I know that it's down to God and whatnot, but you know what I mean. Just in terms of your influence, your nurture, your whatever. I often wonder. I mean, I don't. I think you're right in the sense that no matter who I was with, I probably would have developed into maybe this is the person that I am. As
Unless
long
the
as the person was
person,
nurturing me properly, I
right?
would have
Yeah,
come to this person. Unless the person was not here and
yeah.
nurturing me properly, then um, I probably wouldn't have. But I think it's very interesting. So you mean you wouldn't look at me now and think, "Kai, she's out of my league." Obviously not. You wouldn't do that.
You hear my laugh?
I heard your laugh.
Yeah, that says it all. Uh-huh. Um,
Then you haven't nurtured me well enough because you should have nurtured me to the point where you are like, this one, nah.
I nurture you so that you're out of my league. Imagine you, yeah, really.
And the translation of
Sorry,
that
I beg your
is
pardon when I'm not mad. Uh-huh. Um, yes, it's part of that growth thing, and I think we do it to each other.
mm,
So that nurture you're talking about, because it's both ways. Um, but I think in most cases, probably with most people,
mm.
that would be the case,
What would be the
unless
case?
that this is the progression.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless, of course,
They're being badly treated.
they're being badly treated, and that would then um, bring out something different in
Yeah,
those
yeah, fair
people.
enough.
You know.
Mm.
So yeah, like I said, it would just be a more, perhaps a more sophisticated version of what we did then.
See, because
Those
I
things,
always think
because
that,
still theater, still art, still books. You still love the same things. It's not, you know, maybe then we used to frequent the tricycle theater. Remember on
yeah, 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 in Kilburn, yeah,
Kilburn
yeah.
High Road. But now it's the West End. But it was tricycle then because again, how much were those
I
tickets?
don't know if it was about money because Tricycle used to have like really unique type of
Yeah,
one-off shows.
they were
That
unique.
so
But
I actually liked those shows at the Tricycle as opposed to a money thing. I mean, maybe it started out as a
I
money
think
thing,
it started out as
but
a money thing.
I like the Tricycle
Yeah,
stuff. The bottom line is that if you are single and you are going to woo me now, or you are looking for a chick now, it's me you'll be looking for.
absolutely,
If you
absolutely.
are single and you are looking for a woman to spend the rest of your life with
It
now,
would be you.
it would be me. With
Absolutely,
all the women out there, you would still identify me in the crowd.
absolutely. I would spot you a million miles away. You'll be far out a million miles, but I would spot you nonetheless.
Oh, I think for me, one of the things that has always been key about pretty much anybody that I get into any sort of relationship with is kindness.
Mm.
So for as long as you are still kind, you're still in the running, right?
Ah, we got you. We,
Because I just think that, I mean, yeah, you probably know by now that I just think kindness is something special.
it is. It is. Those are very foundational, grounding, foundational characteristics. Very important.
Do you sometimes feel like Wale comes on here like a lecturer and he's like, I don't know, teaching?
I
And,
beg your pardon.
yeah, like, do you say, yeah, very
No,
foundational.
you're talking about it. And actually, what I'm doing is actually thinking about it.
Yeah, but this is not the first time. I feel like there are times when you just do,
I
you
do
just,
think a lot.
but then in your thinking, you come across like, I don't know. I'm sure everybody's going to because everyone is on one side. All of our followers are always taking your side. So but I just find it quite
It's just me thinking,
and there's nothing wrong with that. I
and it
just said
comes
that
out like that.
sometimes it comes across like
Like I'm a lecturer.
like
Only if I had the brains for that.
you
You
do.
know,
You do. You just
you know,
choose not to.
it's a Professor Wale.
That's it for this week. See you next week.
Absolutely. Sayonara.